Onafhanklikheidsdag is 'n tyd waarop Namibië so bietjie die skoene kan uitskop, maar dit is natuurlik ook belangrik dat ons onthou en vier waar ons wortels lê. Ons wys vandag enkele oomblikke weer uit daardie geskiedkundige dag in 1990. Ons maak ook 'n avontuurlustige draai in die Namibduine en ons kuier vinnig in die VSA waar ons maar selde of ooit in Kletskompas kom. Ons spring weg met die lesersvideo's. Van ons beoordelaars het 'n bietjie langer kop gekrap as wat ons gereken het en Februarie was natuurlik ook 'n maand van groot stemmigheid in Namibië. In ons videokompetisie wat ook vakansieoomblikke insluit, was die eerste afdeling natuur en hier is daardie wenners.
Maar dit is klaar een gat, jong.
Explore the vibrant part of Namibia's northeastern wonders with us. This is where we discover the Okavango and Zambezi regions. The northeastern part of Namibia is full of nature and culture. As my partner and I journeyed through this mighty region, we were greeted by breathtaking lush green scenery. The uniqueness of this region unveils itself, not just in its landscapes, but in its people. A testament to the harmony between humanity and nature. It was an experience that transcends time. We met friendly local communities and joined in their traditions. Every evening, the sunset was amazing, absolutely to die for.
Ons wil later vanjaar weer met 'n nuwe kompetisie afskop, maar onthou, ons ontvang graag jou video's om dit hier te wys op Kletskompas en ons het reeds so 'n paar wat ons in die komende episodes gaan deel. Die tweede afdeling was mense, diere en hul dinge.
Kili, dat die kili nie.
Ons geniet saam met jou nog 'n sarsie nuwe lesersfoto's.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican street sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Namibië is gebore op 21 Maart 1990. Vandag vier ons land 34 jaar van onafhanklikheid en dit was grootse en geskiedkundige oomblikke wat onsself hier in Windhoek afgespeel het op daardie dag. Hier is weer grepe uit van die internasionale nuusdekking asook die NBC se regstreekse uitsending op 21 Maart 1990.
Heads of state from around the world have been arriving all week. The red carpet rolled out dozens of times. For the US, Secretary of State James Baker will witness the transition of South Africa's last colony into an independent state. The midnight ceremony will end 75 years of South African rule. A speech by F.W. de Klerk will formally end that rule before South Africa's flag is lowered for the last time. The United Nations chief, Perez de Cuellar, told UN troops it was with great pride he'd come to Windhoek. The normally sleepy city of Windhoek has been turned into a mini United Nations in the final hours before independence. The tiny airport has been thronged with police and security officers for the arrival of the dozens of foreign leaders and diplomats. At Windhoek's main sports stadium, the finishing touches are made for Wednesday's independence ceremony. Thousands are expected to pack the stands for the arrival of a runner carrying the flame of independence. The lowering of South Africa's flag said it all, the end of 75 years of South African rule. In its place, the red, green and blue banner of a new nation.
Mr. Nyomo's last few moments as President-elect of the Republic of Namibia. To be sworn in by the Secretary General of the United Nations.
Your Excellency, it is a great pleasure and honor for me, in my capacity as Secretary General of the United Nations, to administer to you the oath of your high office in terms of Article 30 of the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia.
I will endeavor to the best of my ability
to ensure justice for all the inhabitants of the Republic of Namibia,
to ensure justice for all the inhabitants of the Republic of Namibia.
So help me God.
So help me God. We are gathered here today not to pass yet another resolution, but to celebrate the dawn of a new era in this land and to proclaim to the world that the new star has risen on the African continent. As from today, we are the masters of this vast land of our ancestors. The destiny of this country is now fully in our own hands.
That was the signal for a night of celebrations to begin. As the fireworks lit up the sky, Namibians inside the stadium and out danced and sang in jubilation at the birth of the new Namibia. While in the crowd, Mr. Nuyoma was joined by Nelson Mandela on a walkabout. Later that morning, Windhoek Sports Stadium was packed again for the swearing-in of the Namibian Parliament. In towns and cities throughout Namibia, thousands of people took to the streets in a joyful ushering in of independence. The difficult issues of a nation's birth could wait, for now it was celebration.
Avontuurtoerisme maak ook steeds 'n groeiende deel van Namibië se aanbod in hierdie bedryf uit. 'n Span van Reuters was in Februarie hier in Namibië en hulle het daar in die Namibduine gaan kuier en gekyk hoe daar sandplank gery word. Namibië is wêreldwyd bekend vir sy duinesee en besoeke aan die Namibwoestyn is 'n belangrike deel van avontuurtoerisme in die land. Veral sandplankry raak toenemend gewild. Toeriste sê hierdie ervaring laat die adrenalien vinniger pomp as in ander woestyne in die wêreld. Een besoeker het 'n besoek aan die Namib self vergelyk met 'n reis na Mars. Gidse in die sport is super trots op hul werk.
It changed me a lot because it keeps me off the streets because like we're working every day. So it keeps me off the streets, put bread on the table for me and my family. Like we get a lot of tourists, so if we work here we get tips from the people if you give them a good service always. I like adrenaline stuff, so when I saw quad bikes, I said, okay, let me try that. I like quad bikes, but then if you do it like the later stage, driving quad bikes each and every day, you get bored. But the nice thing about the job actually is like the people you meet every day from all over the world. It's nice to like interact with them, to ask them how it's on the other side of the world. It's nice because like now I'm doing it like for how I like to talk to people. I like to communicate with people. That's why I love this job actually.
Soms is deel van die pret om met 'n vierwielfiets bo op die duine te kom.
I've seen many countries in the world, more than 50 countries probably, but this trip has, I think it's the most exciting trip of my life.
up, elbows up. Do not put on the board while you're sliding down, otherwise you'll eat a lot of sand. But don't worry, our sand is really nice, okay? It's nice.
Duin af kan 'n mens teen tot 80 km/h seil.
It was my first time doing this body surf in the sand. I tried snowboarding before in Doha. It was not as much fun.
It helped me to look at life in a different perspective, you know, that you shouldn't just stay on one job the whole time, but try to go for the job that's your passion. Understand? If you don't have a passion for your job, unfortunately, you're not going to like it. And at this company, I actually have a passion, and that's how I started falling in love with this company, and it influenced me a lot. It helped me change my mindset of things, look at people differently.
It was an amazing experience in terms of like seeing we've been calling this part of the world now is like space, like continuously being amazed by. I mean, it's the closest experience that you can get, I guess, to being in the actual Mars, I guess.
Groot toename in passasiersskepe wat in Walvis Bay aandoen, help die oplewing in toerisme aan die Namibiese kus aan. Shafik Tassim en Sisifo Squeya het die verslag vir Reuters saamgestel. Vloedvlakke in Washington DC bedreig 'n klomp kersiebloeiselbome wat iets is wat mense elke jaar kom aanskou in die Amerikaanse stad. Van hierdie bome sal nou moet val. Hoekom? Kom ons kyk. Bome was nog altyd 'n boesemvriend van die planeet se medebewoners. Hulle help die aarde letterlik asemhaal, verskaf beskerming, plek vir ander plante en diere om te gedei en lafenis teen die son.
It looks bare. It looks like wet. It looks like mud. It doesn't look like there's no grass. There's no life. There's no it's springtime, but there's no grass. There's no flowers. There's no growth of any kind.
Dikwels gee die mens spesifieke name aan hegte boomvriende. Stompie is een van die meer as 1000 kersiebloeiselbome in Washington se nasionale molpark, wat vanjaar die laaste keer sal blom. Duisende mense stroom jaarliks na hierdie bloeiselfees, maar vir baie is dit vanjaar 'n bittersoet besoek.
Last year it was extremely flooded, so they had the U.S. National Park people surrounding it and kind of protecting things and making sure people don't go too close to the wall. It was really flooded last year.
I know that they said that they're going to clone him or they're going to try to replace him or whatever, but I don't think it'll be the same. So I wanted to make sure that we got a picture in with the original Stumpy as much as we could because there's quite a crowd, or there was quite a crowd.
Well, the thing is, one of our main reasons for coming, she wanted to see the cherry blossoms in bloom. And I mean, just nature at its best. So it would be disappointing to see them cut down, honestly, because that is also part of the attraction. It lends to the beauty of the place, honestly.
Hoekom moet Stampie en baie van sy vriende al ry kry? Die bome staan met hulle wortels onder die vloedlyn. Klimaatverandering is deel van die redes hoekom seevlakke styg en hoogwater die bome al geruime tyd bedreig.
That additional 6 feet of water overflows the banks of the tidal basin twice a day, every day during high tide. It inundates the roots of the cherry trees, resulting in the deaths of many trees, threatens infrastructure like sidewalks. It's even forced us to close the Jefferson Memorial from time to time as the water overflows the walkways leading to the site.
Dit sal 113 miljoen Amerikaanse dollar kos om die seemuur by die nasionale mol te herstel. Die wal het reeds 5 voet na benede gesink. 6 voet se water stroom 2 keer 'n dag oor die muur.
The original gift were not mapped when they were planted, so we don't have a good idea of where they were located. Average lifespan of a cherry tree is really only about 40 or 50 years, so for any to have survived 112 years would be extraordinary. If there are any, they are on the north side of the tidal basin, well away from the project area.
Nie een van die oorspronklike bome wat in 1912 deur Tokio aan die Amerikaanse hoofstad geskenk is, sal waarskynlik val nie. Die blomseisoen duur tot April en uitdunning sal teen Mei en Junie begin.
All the trees that are removed will be turned to mulch. They will come back to the National Mall and spread over the fragile tree roots of surviving trees. As that mulch breaks down, it becomes soil, which provides nutrients for generations to come. Stumpy in particular, our partners at the National Arboretum will take clippings of Stumpy and create genetic matches, essentially clones with the same genetic material as that tree, and we'll plant those around the tidal basin when the work is finished.
Well, I'm glad they waited. They're going to wait until after the cherry blossom season. Yeah. So it will be interesting. I will be here every year like I always am.
We will probably visit again, probably when it's warmer too, because it's kind of cold, but it's lovely stuff.
Bome op die noordelike oewer sal nie geraak word nie. En uiteindelik sal besoekers minstens vir Stampie se nasate kan gaan kuier. Julio Cesar Chavez het die produksie vir Reuters behartig. Vreugdevolle onafhanklikheidsdag van ons kant af. En ons natuurlik maandag weer terug met 'n nuwe hoofstuk van Kletskompas. Ek gaan nou lekker aan my verjaardag koekie smil.